Hello there, thank you for watching this video from our annual allowance bite-sized video series. This is video 4. Why have I received a pension savings statement? Am I liable to a pension savings charge? Why have I received a pension savings statement? The reason is because the value of your pension savings has breached the annual allowance limit. Quite often we're contacted by members who received the pension savings statement for the first time, who believe it's been sent to them in error as they've not paid over £60,000 into their pension during the year. In the LGPS, pension savings are not determined by the level of your contribution, but by the increase in the value of your pension benefits. There are a number of factors that may contribute to breaching the annual allowance. These include having final salary linked pension benefits and receiving a significant pay rise. Final salary linked pension benefits is LGPS membership built up prior to the 1st of April 2014. Transferring in final salary linked pension benefits in relation to a previous LGPS pension or public sector pension, and your pay on joining the LGPS is higher. Paying a high level of additional contributions to one or more of our in-house AVC providers, buying extra LGPS pension, or being a high earner. If none of these factors appear to apply, you may wish to contact your employer to query the pay information that's been submitted to Essex Pension Fund to calculate your pension savings. Am I liable to a pension savings charge? What do I need to do? Annual allowance is a personal tax issue, so you are responsible for assessing whether you're liable to a pension savings charge. Don't delay or put on hold this process. Should you be liable to a charge, you'll need to notify HMRC on a self-assessment, and depending on your payment option, you may also need to make payment. Both require completion by the 31st of January 2026. It is also worth bearing in mind that if you are completing a self-assessment for the first time and you want to submit this online, you will need to register for this service with HMRC, which will take additional time to set up. Collate details of your total PIA amounts from all pension schemes that you've paid contributions into for 2024-25 and the 3 previous years. Where the information is held, your pension savings statement from Essex Pension Fund includes your total PIA values in relation to the LGPS only for 24-25 and the 3 previous years. If you have previously breached the annual allowance in 1 or 2 of the 3 previous years, please contact our technical hub for further support, as you may need further PIA values for earlier years. Once you have the required PIA information, go to the HMRC annual allowance calculator at this website. When using the calculator, there is some information that you'll need to input. Select the years you are a member of a registered pension scheme. Here, select the 2024-25 year. If you didn't breach the annual allowance in any of the 3 previous years, or you breached it in all 3 of those years, also select the 3 previous years. As mentioned earlier, if you did breach the annual allowance in 1 or 2 of the 3 previous years, please contact our technical hub and we'll provide further support on the PIA information you need for the calculator to work correctly. You can have a PIA of 0 for a year, but if in any of the years you were not actually paying into any pension scheme, that year should not be selected. Do not select the 2025-26 year, as this is after the year in which you are completing your assessment. Then select Continue. Next, answer the statement about flexibly accessing defined contribution pension savings. This only applies if you received a lump sum drawdown from a personal pension or money purchase pension scheme since the 6th of April 2015. Then select Continue. Enter your PIA value for each year that you selected and then hit continue to proceed. The calculator will also ask you to confirm whether your threshold income was above a limit, and if it was, to enter a value of your adjusted income. This only applies to high earners whose taxable income exceeded £110,000 during the years 2016-17 to 2019-20 and £200,000 for years from 2020-21 onwards. Should this apply to you and you need further assistance, please contact our technical hub. You will then have a summary screen of all the answers that you've selected. Check your answers and when happy with the information that you've submitted, select Calculate. You will then see your calculation results. Do not be confused by the results for other years. You need to focus on the results given for 2024-25. The row you're interested in is amount on which tax is due. If there is no value here, then you're not liable to a pension savings charge and no further action is necessary. However, if there is a value, then you are liable to a pension savings charge, and your next step is to calculate the charge payable on this sum. For your personal records, you may find it useful to print and retain a copy of your results. Calculating the pension savings charge payable. The pension savings excess is treated as additional taxable income. In order to calculate the charge, you must apply your marginal rate of tax. Essex Pension Fund's Technical Hub are not financial advisors or tax experts. Although we will support you through the process, you are ultimately responsible for calculating the charge payable. In the description of this YouTube video are links to external resources which you may find useful. One of these is a link to the government's website, which provides a step-by-step guide on how to calculate your charge. If you are able to complete your self-assessment online, it will calculate the charge for you. Should you be unsure how to proceed, it is recommended that you seek independent financial advice. The external links also include information on things to consider when choosing a financial advisor and help on how to choose an independent financial advisor. A recap of what I've covered in this video. If you have received a pension savings statement, it is because you've breached the annual allowance. You are responsible for assessing whether you're liable to a pension savings charge. Do not delay in conducting your assessment, as actions are required by the 31st of January 2026. Once you have details of your PIA history, use the HMRC annual allowance calculator to establish if you're liable to a pension savings charge. If you have no liability, that's good news and no further action is required. Should you be liable to a pension savings charge, your next step is to calculate the charge payable. As mentioned earlier in the video, you may find the external website links within the YouTube video description useful. If you have any annual allowance queries, please email our technical hub at pensions.technical@essex.gov.uk. Thank you again for watching this video. If you are liable to a pension savings charge and you have calculated the charge payable, you may wish to watch the final video in the series to understand what you need to do next.